Well, hello everyone. Hello. This is your existing relationships reading. This is for the collective, all signs. So let's see. Let's see what shows up this week. This is going to be for November 9th through the 16th. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does resonate, be sure to check out the link below to the extended version. And existing relationships can be anything from romantic partnerships, of course, but also like business partnerships, friendships, family dynamics, coworkers kind of thing. So just keep that in mind when you watch the video. And the dynamic that comes through may be representative of a couple different relationships. So just, it's not just romantic. Although a lot of romantic relationships tend to show up because, well, those are the most impactful for us usually. But yeah, so let's just see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at your energy, their energy, the bridge that connects you to, the highest potential, or basically what's working really well in the relationship that can be nurtured, and then the lowest potential, which is, what needs a little work, a little tending to, if you will. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what wants to come through today. What type of relationship wants to come through today? So let's see. Right there, let's see what we get. Ooh. I mean, already I'm kind of like, oh boy, I bet you two have some arguments. I mean, it's like yin and yang a little bit is what it's kind of coming in like. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'll tell you this, I have never seen the highest potential of a relationship be the King of Cups, and the lowest potential of the relationship that needs a little work is the Queen of Cups. Oh boy. Oh, okay. All right. We're going to clarify. I have a feeling I'm going to need to clarify at least some of this, but interesting. So you are showing up as a Hierophant. They're showing up as in this King of Swords energy. The bridge that's connecting you two is the Four of Pentacles. The highest potential, or what could be really nurtured, the King of Cups. And then the lowest potential, like I mentioned, is the Queen of Cups. So definitely a need for balance here, for sure. And I can just see what the energy you're showing up as, the Hierophant, the King of Swords, is there's a need for balance here. So let's just start with your energy. The Hierophant comes in as you're very spiritual. It comes in like you're very secure about your beliefs, very secure about your traditions and what you value. They're very important to you. They mean everything to you. It's like your whole world, kind of how you look at the world and how you make sense of the world is all based on your deeply rooted spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs, your a very traditional way of being. Like, this is you. This is what you're showing up as. Beautiful energy in its own right, right? They're the King of Swords, however. This is where it's like yin and yang a little bit. It's like the King of Swords is logical, just logic, reason. To me, it's like it doesn't really jive with the spiritual aspect of the big universal questions or understanding things that you can't see, touch, smell, sense kind of thing. It's just, if your traditional beliefs aren't logical or reasonable, the King of Swords is not having it kind of thing. That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, so you may be very spiritual and embrace the mystery of the universe. Kind of like everything happens for a reason. I'm on a spiritual journey, reading signs and omens from the universe. And they're like, bullshit. Bullshit. It's just a coincidence, like this logically doesn't make sense, like what do you mean omen from the universe? What do you mean spiritual path kind of thing? Is really kind of how it comes in, because they're just so logic and so reasonable, and they're very assertive. I think you both are very assertive. You both are showing up in very big, assertive, confident energy. It's just almost like two different sides of the spectrum. It's very intriguing, but there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of freaking love here. I can see a lot of love and support. I can see. It's just showing it, I think, is the problem. Or showing it might be the challenge, if you will. But the bridge that's connecting you is the Four of Pentacles. It's like, I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify the bridge that connects you, because it feels a little bit like, ooh, here we go. The Five of Cups. Yeah. The Five of Cups. Two more, please, for the Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Why is it here? Why is it the bridge? It really kind of comes in like a stalemate kind of thing. You're both at a stalemate. I'm not sure how you are going to proceed further in this relationship, and you're both just not moving, and you're holding back. You're kind of at because, well, let's let the cards speak, Tiffany. Well, I'll take all three of these. Five of Cups, Justice, Four of Pentacles again. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. It feels like what's connecting you is you both are, I think you both are at a little bit of a stalemate of like not sure exactly how to progress. It honestly feels like communication. I'm going to get there though. Like how to communicate and how to progress and how to make this dynamic work, because it's in desperate need of some balance. There needs to be a balance in not only the intellect side of it, but there also needs to be a balance in communicating feelings part of it. Like, what do you really feel? And I feel like both of you are a little resistant to talking about how you really feel, because it's tied up to the past. Because you have both, I get a sense, that have experienced some disappointment in the past, and you just don't want to put yourself out there to be disappointed and hurt again kind of thing, because you don't want to repeat it. And so you've got the Four of Pentacles twice, so that tells me both of you are both like, I don't want to really put myself out there, I really don't want to communicate how I feel kind of thing just yet, because I don't want to be disappointed. But there needs to be some balance here. So there needs to be some balance. And there is a beautiful new beginning. This is new beginning energy that's very inspiring, that's exciting, that's like, this has potential. Like there is potential here. You just got to open up a little bit more. And it's beautifully just illustrated here with the King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So King of Cups, it's basically the difference in a king and a queen, right? Is the king is more about action, is more about, it's almost like being a little bit more assertive, if you will. So the King of Cups to me is always big, open love and heart. But it's also having compassion, and it's also about setting healthy boundaries with people, because they're very in tune with how they feel. They have a lot of compassion with how they feel, but they also have compassion for other people and are willing to set healthy boundaries for the benefit of both of you. But the bottom line is the King of Cups always comes from a place of love and compassion and sets those healthy boundaries. based out of that place, not a hurtful place, but based out of love and compassion. Now, the Queen of Cups, the difference is the Queen is all emotion. The Queen is also about receiving. So this is about being aware of your emotions. The Queen is all emotion, all feeling kind of thing. And she is not afraid to wear her heart on her sleeve. She typically does. You know exactly how the Queen feels. She puts it out there. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very open. She also is very intuitive. Like, she trusts her intuition, and she's willing to be guided by her intuition and to be, it's almost like a little more trusting to receive the guidance, to receive love too. But she's not afraid to just wear her heart on her sleeve and just put her feelings out there kind of thing. Well, that's the difference a little bit of the King and Queen. So when you see the dynamic of the highest potential is the King of Cups, lots of love. Lots of love here that could be offered. Emotional support. I think you do, since you guys feel like you're on two different planets almost from how you look at life, I think you guys probably do have some really good, healthy boundaries set up. Like, maybe you guys don't talk about spirituality or religion or how you look at the world. Maybe you just don't talk about it and you're good with it. That's a healthy boundary. You're like, I respect your opinion. You know, they respect your opinion. You're very supportive of each other in that way, but you don't have to talk about certain things because it doesn't matter. There's no point. You know, you just love each other for who you are kind of thing. And that's what I get with the King of Cups. It's like the healthy boundaries of, oh, I know, you know, we know what to say, what to talk about, and what not to. Now, so I do want to clarify. I want to clarify both the King and Queen of Cups here. I want to get a little bit more information. So let's clarify this King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups, please. Why is the King of Cups here? Wow, you get the King of Cups again. I mean, okay. The King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just some conflict. Yeah, you've got the two fives. So you've got the Five of Cups, you've got the Five of Pentacles showing up with the King of Cups. I think this is based on past losses. You may feel like you're losing too much here by having these differences, but man, I mean, it looks like if you can get through and communicate this feeling of loss, like because I see a lot of compassion, a lot of love here, but there is a sense of loss. It's almost like you're afraid you're going to lose it again, you know? Kind of like the Five of Cups, like you've had some past disappointments and hurt that hasn't worked out, which is making you very hesitant about moving forward, making you hesitant about putting yourself out there, moving outside your comfort zone, because there's some conflict. And I really feel like it's tied to the past, more than likely. But you also have the 9 and 10 of Pentacles here. That's a nice progression. I mean, it has potential here to be something very stable, something very secure, something very long-term and prosperous. It's available here. It's just there's a big sense of loss attached to it. So let's see if it won't come together a little bit with the Queen of Cups. So why is the Queen of Cups in the challenge position? It just feels like that. It feels like communicating how you really feel. Honestly, like putting it all out there. Just putting it out there and let the chips fall where they may, but you're kind of scared to do that because you're kind of comfortable in the dynamic you have and you've lost a lot in the past. So it's like, no bueno, I don't want to do that. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. Especially when the other person's so opposite, you don't know how they're going to react or respond maybe. Okay, Queen of Cups. So why is the Queen of Cups here, please? That's too many cards. Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? All right. Ten of Wands. Eight of Wands. King of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Ten of Wands makes me feel like that, just kind of the point that I was making earlier about the queen energy is more about receiving a little bit and allowing things to come into our existence. And the Ten of Wands is like you're doing too much. You're taking on too much, you're doing too much, and it's really hard and it's really heavy. It may be a little bit about tap dancing around the issue kind of thing. It's like, you know what we all do? Like we tend to make things harder a lot of times when we're scared and we don't just want to address the issue head on or just open up to how we really feel. We try to tap dance around it and talk about other scenarios and try to get the person to realize or understand what you're saying with another scenario, but it's really not about that. It's really about how you feel. And this is what this kind of feels like. It feels like you're making it too hard when it's really just about how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Really, what do you want? How do you feel? And I see potential here because it seems like messages are coming in kind of quickly about this is quick moving energy. So it's almost like as soon as you let go a little bit and release the need to make it harder than maybe it is, then you're opening up for new information and new messages to come in, new situations and scenarios to come in. And then it's like, okay, now we're in a place of stability. The King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and then you have the King of Pentacles down here. It is a place that can be very stable, something that's very prosperous. If this is like a business partnership, there's absolute potential here for that type of sustainability and long-term growth and prosperity. If it's a romantic relationship, this is something that you could build and work on, and it has that potential to be very stable and secure for both of you. It has that potential. It's just, I feel like maybe I think this is both of you, honestly. It feels like you may be making it a little harder than it needs to be, especially if you're coming at it from different mindsets about the world, and especially if you're not willing to just put it out there. This is how you feel. Even let's say the good, the bad, and the ugly is how you feel. It is what it is kind of thing. Like, I feel this way, I'm honoring it, and I am choosing, if you feel safe enough, to communicate that with you. Like the Ten of Wands, the scenario that just came into my mind is the classic, the dishes thing. It's like you have one person that always does the dishes, right? And so if there's dishes in the sink, they always lash out about the dishes. Like, you never do the dishes, you never help. It's always me doing the dishes. You get really loud and you keep making it hard because you keep talking about the dishes, right? Well, sometimes, as we all know, it's not about the dishes. It's usually never about the dishes. It's how we feel. We feel underappreciated. We feel taken advantage of. We feel ignored. We don't feel listened to or respected. That's the real issue going on. That's the feeling part of it. But sometimes us humans, we get scared, and it's very vulnerable to open up to how you feel. And you don't want to do that. So you just talk about the dishes. I just wish you do more dishes. Just take care of the dishes. Clean the dishes. Don't leave a fork in the sink kind of thing. Do the dishes. It's a different conversation when you go, I just feel like you don't appreciate what I do. I feel like when I communicate my needs, I feel like I'm being ignored and I don't matter to you, and that hurts. That's a very different conversation than just do the damn dishes. See what I mean? See what I mean? And it's funny, I think we've all maybe had this experience in relationships where when we come in with a truth like that, with that just, I feel like you don't appreciate me, I feel undervalued, underappreciated, and I feel like you just take advantage of my kindness kind of thing, of what I do for us or whatever. I feel like when you come in with that type of truth lands. It has in my experience, and a lot of other friends that I've had, like when they just truly open up and just like, this hurts and I feel ignored and not important and underappreciated kind of thing, that lands. Like if the partner is, well, compassionate and open and loving and cares about how you feel, that truth lands, and much differently. Like, oh, I didn't want to make you feel that way, I'm so sorry kind of thing. Whereas if you just keep talking about the dishes all the time, like it ain't landing. They don't, always about the dishes. They're not really understanding the full picture, the emotional aspect about what's triggering you to say that kind of thing. Interesting. The relationship readings are always interesting. So, okay. So, or communicate your feelings, or open up to your feelings and just honor how you feel. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's the first step of honoring and recognizing how you feel. And the second step, if you feel safe enough and if you feel inclined, to communicate that. Because there's potential here for sure. Inspiring, passionate new beginning. You know, you've got the King of Pentacles, the 9, the 10 of Pentacles. It's the King of Cups twice. Love, love, love. I mean, there's potential here. But again, we all get to choose, right? Oh, okay. This might actually be more of a job or business partnership type thing, or two people that work together that are also in a romantic partnership. But I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. Huh. There is a bit of pentacles here. Like I mentioned earlier, if this is a job thing, it could be a business partnership. So this is what we're going to tap on. And if you're new to tapping, check out the link in the description box below. But the back of your card says, I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before, but I'm here for it. Yes, I will tap on new avenues of wonderful income, because who doesn't want that, especially right now in the world? So let's go. Let's tap on it. You know the drill. Side of the hand. Repeat after me. So even though I don't know how this is going to happen or where it's going to come from, and I'm just going to honor that, as I open up, and I'm going to open up to being receptive to new avenues of income to flow my way. So even though I'm not seeing it just yet, I am opening up and being receptive to new avenues of income to come my way. Even though this might scare me, because it might require me to leave my comfort zone, that's okay too. I honor how I feel. And at the same time, I am opening up and being receptive to all new avenues of income to flow my way. I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. As I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources, I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams, and I receive that. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. And let it go. Okay, quite an interesting reading. So in the extended, I'm going to get some advice for you from the universe about this partnership. I'm also going to find out what's ready to be released in the partnership, as well as do some more tapping. So I hope to see you over there, but if not, I hope this helped, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye.